let me give you a couple stats here. So first of all, I would say that to your point, the younger demographic tends to be digitally native. They understand the technology faster because they've grown up, on the technology. My 2-year-old daughter and my 10-year-old, son, my kids can access my iPhone and do things on there I had no idea you could do. Right? And so they've just grown up in a digital world. And so the concept of, a digital asset and digital money, they understand it, right? Sure. We believe in long-term investing. So as we talk to that younger, demographic, we really want to, make sure that the real wealth creation is around long-term, patient, consistent investing. And, I think that's an attribute that group does not always think about. And so, that's an element that we consider. What I would mention is $85 trillion is going to transition in the next 10 years from the baby boomers to Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, and that group. That group is digitally native.
Alrighty, everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video breakdown, we're going to be discussing and talking about exactly what that gentleman had just mentioned, that there is a massive wealth transformation undergoing and happening behind the scenes right now as we speak. We're going to be diving into this document from the OMFIF, A New Age of Digital Wealth, Tokenization, and the Transformation of Investments, because there were some massive statements made in this document that was released from the OMFIF. And so I want to deliver those to you guys in terms of showing you all how sophisticated investors are paying attention to the maturation of the digital asset and crypto ecosystem, and how we are about to experience over the coming years a transfer of wealth that we have never witnessed in our lifetime happen right before our very eyes. And so many people are going to miss out because they're paying attention to the wrong narratives. They're paying attention to quick get rich fast schematics, and they're not paying attention on the long-term trajectory of where this digital asset space is really truly headed and how much money is about to transition from off-chain to on-chain, right? So hopefully things are put into perspective for you guys in today's video breakdown. We have some banger fundamentals for you guys. I want to actually get to some of the real good juice in the first half of today's video breakdown. I don't want to keep you guys lingering. I want to start and set the tone for today's video breakdown by sharing some perspectives for you guys from some of the world's largest organizations. We have Franklin Templeton here, Fidelity, BlackRock, on stage talking about this transformation of wealth. This was uploaded 6 days ago and has 122 views, which just goes to prove my point that no one is paying attention to this information. Now, before we get into today's video breakdown, some other things that we're going to cover that the document from the OMFIF talks about are private family offices. If you guys did not see this video that I posted on my X profile, which will drop on YouTube eventually, I just don't know where in the lineup it's on in terms of time on when you guys are going to see it on YouTube, go check this out. I highly suggest you go watch this because it's physical proof that some of the most high ultra net worth individuals are coming to crypto, that the world's largest organizations and institutions are hosting private roundtables talking about specifically investing in a crypto. And we'll use that as an example today to show you guys how much money is actually about to come over to the digital asset ecosystem. But this got 15,000 views on X. And so if you have not watched this, it's about a 16 long minute video. Go check it out. It is so massive, right? Some of the things that we're uncovering here at CYPRX that the mainstream is never going to bring to your attention. So without further ado, I'm going to play 3 simple video clips from Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, and BlackRock representatives. 122 views. This is just insane that nobody is watching this stuff. They would rather go out and watch some brainless entertainment on TikTok. Millions of views in terms of little tiny dances, right? Or whatever the heck is trending on TikTok over this information. Take a second here and listen.
Yeah, so we also see 2 sides to it, right? From the traditional asset side, what we really focus upon is there are so many efficiencies to be gained by adopting these technologies, right? The current way that we settle transactions, particularly for public securities, was designed over 50 years ago, right? And we really have not updated the system since then.
we moved to T+1.
Oh, yes. Well,
come on.
We designed the current system because the volumes and the velocity of trading had become overwhelming, and the industry could no longer settle one trade at a time. So they've come up with this convoluted method that has really influenced the industry for the past 50 years. And what we are now seeing is the technology has caught up, and we can actually go back to trading one trade at a time and settling it almost instantaneously, and doing that in a manner that is going to allow the velocity and the volumes to grow. It's almost like the trading equivalent of big data. It's big trading. All right. So we think that there's huge opportunities there. And we do believe that that will unlock in terms of traditional assets moving on to blockchain technologies and the innovations from the crypto ecosystem, really transforming how we operate on the traditional side. But we are also having a very unique view because we have deployed our own technologies that we're building in crypto now across 8 different chains, and we're running node operations on 12 different chains. And so we operate also as very much a digital native. And we have really come to understand the value in the ecosystem, right? The speed of development, the interoperability, the ability to structure trades in all new ways that were impossible even just a year or 2 ago. So we believe very strongly that there is so much value to unlock in these protocols and in these new altcoins that are coming to market. And we believe that this is going to be, as people become more and more comfortable with it, with a good regulatory framework, this is going to be an opportunity on par with AI. So we really kind of see both sets of opportunities and are looking to really build across both areas.
Joseph, before we come to you, did you say altcoins? Does that mean meme coins?
Yes, well, we actually have published research, and we have a whole theory that meme coins actually reflect a new style of investing from younger investors that want to trade fast-moving, viral trends, and that there's a whole set of crowd factors that we've identified that help drive value around those meme coins. So yeah, we trade meme coins as well.
A representative from Franklin Templeton just admitted on stage that they trade meme coins and they support meme coins. This is freaking massive. I personally only hold one meme coin in my portfolio, and that is Brett on Base. But that is a freaking massive statement coming from a financial institution. Okay, now let's continue down the rabbit hole.
And I think it's just a very simple thesis. We're a fiduciary. Our goal is to help more and more people experience financial wellness. It would be irresponsible to ignore the best performing asset since it was born on January 3rd, 2009.
Yep.
How can we not, if we're in the business of giving clients choice,
Financial Times.
Yeah, we are in the business
They
of
hate
giving
us.
clients choice to help them build better portfolios. How can you ignore that? Yeah, I'm a futurist and I'm an optimist. And I think this is the entry-level drug and the first test case for completely digitizing our ecosystems. Sandy told you that all our infrastructure has been built over decades and decades and decades, and it's creaky. We have a view that the internet went through phases. We believe blockchains are going through phases. And I'm going to be a little bit excitable here. It's possible as we think about these chains that gaming and NFTs and meme coins are practice for massive adoption of not just financial services transactions, like billions and trillions of them, but usage in the real human economy. Like actually your day-to-day, you're interacting with payments in a digitally native manner. And maybe these first few phases are testing and challenging the chains to be able to handle the volumes that are coming. I'm not prophesizing what's going to happen and it's going to be hard. I think this is going to be more transformational on financial services in people's lives than the electronification of the equity markets, the electronification of the bond markets. Those took decades. This has an ability to massively accelerate transformation, and that's the beauty of the technology.
I will let it stop right there. I don't really think that this video breakdown needs any more juice after that one. He literally said that these small volumes being tested right now are preparation for what's coming. That is coming from a freaking BlackRock representative. People, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Nobody else on the internet is showing you this juice right now. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. How could you be bearish after listening to a statement like that from BlackRock? This is going to be more transformational than
I think this is going to be more transformational on financial services in people's lives than the electronification of the equity markets, the electronification of the bond markets.
That is huge. Absolutely huge. No mainstream media attention. 6 days ago, 122 views. So now that I've set the tone for today's video breakdown, let's carry on with the OMF IF document. We're already going on 10 minutes. So I want to get this out of the way. This is a new age of digital wealth tokenization and transformation of investment from the OMF IF DMI, a Digital Monetary Institute. Let's just scroll down. I have a couple of different highlights. This is from John Orchard. This is the intro of this document. Okay. He is the chairman of the OMF IF. And I just want to read his opening statement because it's pretty massive in my personal opinion. Right. So his opening statement reads, As contributions in this report from R3, Stellar, and Coinbase show, this process is already well underway. So he's confirming that this is happening. Okay, I don't want you to think that I'm speculating on this and telling you guys this is happening. No, this is coming from the chair of the OMF IMF right here. This closing sentence, it says this process is already well underway. All right. So don't take it from me. Take it from an individual representative that actually has credentials in the space telling you guys straight to your face in their documents that this is happening. To continue, I only have 2 more parts to read from this, and I want to show you guys some statistics. Investors' attitudes toward digital assets are undergoing a fundamental shift. Where once skepticism or cautiousness trumped curiosity, asset managers and owners are increasingly investigating how they can incorporate digital assets into their investment cases. That is also a very massive statement. As we continue, it says right here, this was an interview with Anthony Basile, the head of allocators and tokenization at Coinbase, and he was asked the question, what will the US's role be in the promotion of a new phase of global financial markets powered by Web3 technology? He said, the maturation of crypto as an asset class has presented an appetite for global regulatory progress. This technology allows for truly global and connected infrastructures where all assets move on the same rails in real time. On a macro level, the developments in regulatory clarity in 2025 laid the foundation for thoughtful conversations around international regulation, right? Considering what I've played for you guys in a previous panel discussion from Paul Brody, this is going to play a role. Keep in mind, he just mentioned that regulations that were set in place in 2024 are going to open the door for more regulations in 2025 to come into fruition. Do you guys remember what Paul Brody said here in this previous panel discussion? Take a second here and just listen.
This part of the conversation is called the Great Liquidity Reservoir, and I am going to struggle to convey just how much capital there is behind this regulatory dam, because the numbers are just monumental, right? How much money is there? Well, let's start with the most liquid of the liquid, right? Bank deposits, stocks, and bonds. $400 trillion, right? Certainly more than my current retirement nest egg, and plenty of money to buy you a nice place in central London or San Francisco, right? 400 trillion. There's another 379 trillion in real estate, right? Gold is 13 trillion by itself. And then you get to the entire crypto ecosystem is like 2.5 trillion, right? I'm not going to say all of this money is going into crypto, but quite a lot of it will end up in crypto, and a huge amount of it is going to end up in tokenized digital assets.
A large portion of this money that he's talking about is going to end up in crypto, and another large portion of it is going to end up in tokenized digital assets. Keep that in mind. This is coming from Paul Brody, the global blockchain leader at EY. That is going to play an important role as we continue to read thoroughly through this document. So let's go back up here to some of the statistics on this document. By the way, these questions were asked to asset owners, family offices, and hedge funds. So digital assets are a good opportunity for returns by institutional investors over the next 3 years. In which asset classes do you see the biggest opportunities to generate attractive risk adjustment returns? 54% private equity, 48% in US equities, and 41% suggested cryptocurrencies, right? That is pretty massive, again, considering that cryptocurrency still made it on the list. So check this out. This is where we're going to finish off with the juice from today's video breakdown, and I'm going to paint a picture for you guys on how massive this is going to be. This is just family office wealth, okay? So this is a report, again, from the OMFIF, and they asked family offices. Family offices, what is their approach to digital assets? Which of the following best describes your current approach to cryptocurrencies and digital assets? It says, among those family offices, according to a research from BNY Wealth, 55% of survey respondents revealed that they had at least some exposure to cryptocurrencies and related digital assets. Of these, around 60% are actively investing in or considering increasing their investments. Okay. And look down here at the bottom. Now, that statistic specifically was from BNY Wealth, but we can see some of these statistics are from EY, right? You can see EY, Fidelity, right? You can see the source. It says it right down here, right? Another source that says EY. Okay. Keep in mind what Paul Brody from EY said. Now, considering that statistic recently said was about family offices. In the previous video breakdown that I mentioned, you guys should go and watch, that I dropped on the X profile, proving to you all how ultra high net worth individuals and family offices are sitting in at these closed door meetings talking about investing in crypto. Okay, I'm physically showing you guys that this is happening. This is from an event. This is the New Age Wealth Summit that I showed you guys. from the 12th of February, 2025, as of time of recording, that is only 8 days ago. Okay. 8 days ago, this event took place. Okay. And if we come over here to Superstate, they posted about this 6 days ago on their LinkedIn profile. You can see them having this closed door meeting, right, with all these private family offices and these wealthy individuals. And look at the hashtags: crypto investing, wealth revolution, digital wealth, digital assets, the future of wealth. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. This is insane. And look at this. This is the SWFI Family Office Roundtable that hosted this event, right? And if we scroll right down here, it says who's in the room: royal families, pension funds, large financial institutions, hedge funds, public influencers, policymakers, endowment funds, sovereign development. Like, this is massive. Okay, this is so huge. To finish all of this off, to paint a clear picture, this is just one statistic that I found, because there's so many different fluctuating numbers, but this is from With Intelligence, and it says here, the single and multifamily offices, as of May 2024, the total assets under management of the 4,500 single family and 2,500 multifamily offices net worth, or assets under management, excuse me, is 11.4 trillion. Okay. And you heard the gentleman at the very beginning of this video breakdown say that there is a transformation of wealth happening right now of $85 trillion potentially coming on chain over the coming years. And I physically showed you guys proof how these family offices, this is just one tiny little segment of what money is coming on chain, are literally sitting in on these closed door meetings that we as retail traders are not invited to. And they're talking about crypto investing. They're sitting at these meetings with the head of asset allocators at Coinbase Institution, Bitwise, right? Superstate, head of digital assets at Wisdom Tree. Okay. Wake up, people. Now is the time to be alive. Now is the time to do research. Now is the time to join like-minded communities and mentorship programs that cover this stuff, so you don't get shaken out. And so that way you see what is happening behind the scenes, which is, again, what we hoped to deliver for you guys in today's video breakdown. So do us a favor, if you enjoyed today's research, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Always keeping you guys in the loop with what's happening behind the scenes from an institutional perspective. No hope, no moonboy hopium or hype here. I'm just physically showing you guys proof that this is 110% happening, with or without you, right? With or without me. If I was the type of person that didn't believe in this, it would still be happening behind the scenes. So again, show this to a friend or family member that is skeptical, that is like, oh, this isn't happening. No, it is happening. And it's happening right before our very eyes. And they're literally telling you on stage. It would be immature of us. Or what did that dude from BlackRock say?
These first few phases are testing and challenging the chains to be able to handle the volumes that are coming. How can you ignore that?
It would be irresponsible of us not to pay attention, right? So again, tap in. Now's the time to network. Now's the time to do research. Now's the time to invest at your own risk, at your own pace. But now is that time. Many blessings to you guys. As always, be cognizant, be aware out there, and I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.